Pagpupugay sa ating mga veterano at pag-iimbita sa atin upang tumulong sa mga biktima ng bagyo sa Pilipinas. Ang bawat isa ay may kakayahan na maging bayani. Kababayan Today starts right now. Magandang hapon po mga kababayan. Ngayon pa man hindi po maganda ang balita mula sa Pilipinas. Patuloy po ang paglaki ng sukat ng pinsala ng bagyong Yolanda sa atin at maging ang pagdami po ng mga bilang ng mga buhay na nawala dahil po sa bagyo. Here's a report from CNN.
The sign refers to a very different time. Now all that greets visitors on the road to Tacloban is devastation.
3 days on since the storm itself, there are still bodies by the side of the road. Now we can't show you the faces of these bodies as it's just too graphic. You can still see the terror as the wave hit on the faces of these bodies, and they're still here 3 days on. Some of them are crudely covered, others are just open and have blackened skin from the sun. Now the officials say that they're looking after the living, which is what you would understand, but they have to get rid of the bodies. This is a health issue for those people living and trying to survive around here. The stench is overpowering, and of course they have to start considering disease. This is the Tacloban Convention Centre. We're told by the locals that a lot of people came in here to try and protect themselves from the storm. But as you can see, the water reached the second story, and the locals say that anyone that was on the ground floor, not expecting this storm surge, simply didn't make it.
Many residents used this school as a shelter from the storm, but the water engulfed it. This resident says a lot of children died in here. Only a few managed to survive. No one knows how many lost their lives. Down the road, a public well is being put to use.
For now, we don't have enough water. Even though we are not sure that it is clean and safe, we still drink for it because we need to survive.
We see just 2 trucks in 2 hours making their very slow way into the city and the heart of desperation. Paula Hancock's CNN, Tacloban, the Philippines.
Kawawa naman po ang ating mga kababayan sa Pilipinas, hindi pa nakakabangon mula sa paglindol sa Bohol, ngayon naman po sa Tacloban. Tinatayang may mga 10,000 daw po na mga buhay ang nawala, at gayon pa man hanggang ngayon marami pa rin po ang nawawala. And as the waters recede, the bodies come up, those who drowned in the floods. And I'm sure a lot of you are wanting to help. We've been getting questions about how to help, where to send donations to. Joining us on the line is Ted Benito, an esteemed producer of events in our Philippine-American community here in Southern California, to give us some of the events in conjunction with this, raising funds for relief operations. Ted, magandang hapon sa'yo.
Hi, Janelle. Thanks for having me. I'm sorry I can't be there with you.
No, it's fine. But Ted, you initially have a list of some of the events that people can participate in.
Sure. Beginning this Friday, there are events that are growing as I talk to you that are happening. Friday, Father Rodell over at Immaculate Heart of Mary is holding a prayer and a rally. He's invited Bishop Solis to say a mass as well as to participate in a vigil. So that's over at Immaculate Heart of Mary. Playwrights Arena is presenting the world premiere of a new play from a Filipino playwright, Bonnie Alvarez, and they're donating 100% of Friday's performance to the ABS-CBN Foundation. That's happening over in Atwater. I myself am doing a concert over at the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens.
I wanted to talk about that because I know that Mon and Tatang were here last Tuesday. We were talking about that, to raise funds to help the victims of the earthquake in Bohol.
Right. Initially, it was to be earthquake disaster relief for the earthquake victims in Cebu and Bohol, but because of the typhoon, disaster relief is now disaster relief, no matter what you call it.
Exactly.
So our efforts are going to go straight from the Apple Diap Foundation International to the Philippine Red Cross.
Okay. November 16th, there's also another event, another concert.
There's another concert. There's something over at Kapistahan Grill.
Okay.
With Mon Concepcion and Malu Toller. There's also a concert over in Barnesdale Park at the One Fil-Am Nation Film Festival. Actually, on Friday, there's another one. The Philippine American Association, Chamber of Commerce, of Orange County is having a fundraiser at the Posh Lounge. That actually was originally supposed to be June Tudio's 40th birthday, but he's turning it now into a fundraiser, and the proceeds from that go to the ABS-CBN Foundation International.
Okay, so patuloy ang ating mga relief operations, Ted. And what's nice is I can commend our kababayans in the industry. A lot of musicians. I know I got a call from Jonathan De La Paz of the band Intra Voice as early as last Thursday, or was it Friday, telling us that as early as then they were already planning to put together a fundraising event to raise funds for relief operations. And it's not just relief for now, Ted. In the coming days, I'm assuming it will take a while for Tacloban to be back on its feet again, and we will need rehabilitation and restoration as well.
And rebuilding as well, too. Yes, absolutely. So it's rescue, relief, rehabilitation, and rebuild.
Anything from the Apple the App Foundation? I know that aside from Artists United, you got word from either Apple, Martin, some big names in the industry putting together something as well.
We're trying to pull that together, but we want to not dilute or take away from the efforts that are preceding or that are ongoing or upcoming. So you look out in the next couple of days, hopefully, for a big announcement from the Apple the App Foundation and Apple himself.
Okay.
And we'll see where we go with that. Yeah.
Perfect, Ted. Thank you so much, and more power to you.
Thank you, Janelle. More power to you, too.
Those are just some of the initial events that you can participate in. Now, kung wala po kayong oras at gusto nyo lang mag-donate, we have more to endorse to you this afternoon on the show. Don't go away.